So there are many things to cut out of your life if you want financial freedom. I think this is just one that is prevalent in our culture now, that everyone uses this daily, hourly, and probably sometimes every minute. And so I think it's important to kind of reframe your mindset on how you look at this specific thing that we're going to talk about today.
So we're talking about cutting social media out of your life and really taking back your time. And we use social media heavily. So I want to unpack this because there is a distinction. We're not saying never use it, because I think I probably use it a good amount, a lot, but I use it in a certain way. And that's what I want to talk about today. Are you the consumer or are you the producer? Are you there just to soak up everyone else's content? Are you just following everyone and watching all this stuff for entertainment and not being productive in your business, in your income, and growing your skills? Or I want to talk to you today about cutting that, switching the script, and now being a producer, now using social media to produce more income and grow relationships and things like that.
So I think if people were to look at their own way, how they utilize social media, they would say, oh, I'm probably the consumer. Because I think most people use it to waste the time away is pretty much what it is, right?
Keep themselves entertained.
Exactly. I'm stressed out at my job. I'm going to go home. I'm going to watch social media for 2 hours to get my mind off of how stressed I am about my job.
Yeah. So there's so much power in social media, and it's an amazing tool. So you just need to reframe this as this is not Netflix. This is a business tool, and it's a very powerful business tool, and you can waste your time on social media, or you can be very productive on social media. And the people that are using this properly, they've really gone through a series of steps that I want to unpack to say, here's how I can leverage social media to 5x my income and grow my net worth and hit financial freedom. And there's so much opportunity you can use this tool for.
So we've talked about the theory of why we think social media should be cut out in order to make more money. So I love the theory of it, but I think getting real with it and actually telling people what we actually did step by step on how to get this out of our life, I think will be more useful for our listeners so that they can understand, oh, hey, yeah, I know it's bad. I should be actually the producer, not consumer, but how do I go about doing that? So we actually have 4 steps, 4 different steps that we took to cut social media out so that we are not the consumer, that we were the producer of the content. So the first step, this is probably the easiest step, for me at least, it was the easiest step, was unfollowing 99% of the friends that you have on your social media. Doesn't matter what it is, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the things, right? Threads, X, all of them. Unfollow 99% of people.
So to clarify on this, here's the theme behind it. Unfollow everyone that you see for entertainment, right? And that's probably most of your people, even including friends and family, and you can keep mom and stuff in there. But most of those people that you just like, oh, they're just posting their trip to the gym and vacation and all that kind of stuff, cut all of those people. You don't need to see any of that. That is entertainment. But keep the people that you have for networking, and you follow for business growth and things like that. If it can lead to making you money in relationships or in skills, keep those. But everything else that is entertainment, cut all of those people.
So for example, and the people who are listening, I probably did cut you, sorry. I cut most of the people out because I felt like it was distracting me from either building my skill set or mindset, in anything, right? In general. And then also it was distracting me from posting my content and building my business. So I kept those influencers that are business minded, that are growth minded. So for instance, I still follow like Grant Cardone, Emma Eilette, and Andy Frisella, and Gary Vaynerchuk, Layla Hormozi, Alex Hormozi. Those type of people who, for me personally, I feel really build and develop my mindset toward entrepreneurship and just being the best version of myself. So that's building myself. So that's why I keep that. Other individuals who maybe, like you said, post, of their dog and of their kids and that kind of stuff. I think it's great. That's great you post those things. I feel like it's just a filler for me that I didn't need to see. So cutting most of those people out. So when I'm on social media, I'm there to post is really what I'm doing. I'm there to post. And maybe I'll scroll through a little bit and I'll learn something about mindset or I'll learn something about business while I'm posting. And so that's the way that we go about this.
Yeah. So you kind of talked a little bit about step 2. If you cut 99% of the people, then you have almost nothing. All you have is like paid ads.
Yeah.
So now you need to add more people in. Who are you going to follow? And you're following now, you're adding people not for entertainment, but for education, for developing skills or networking. I'd really put it into those 3 things. You're going to grow your business with the people you're going to follow because they're teaching you, they're posting about these things, or perhaps they are more local people in your community that are other business owners or something like that, that you are going to follow them. Maybe it is for the entertainment kind of stuff, but it's strategic. You're learning about their life. So when you come into contact, you can build a relationship, you can chit chat with them, and you're really there to network in that space. So you mentioned some of these people that you kept in, that are influencers, business people. And if you don't have those people, then that's what step 2 would be. Add the people to who you're following that have these kind of things that you are now following, not for entertainment, but for education.
I'd say not just for education. I would also say to build your mindset, which I guess could be correlated to education. But I think if you're seeing other people doing these grand things with their life, I think it's also inspirational, right? Like you're seeing them go on their yacht or speak in front of thousands of people or do these things that you're pushing yourself to do and become. And I think that's where it is. It's like inspiring you to keep pursuing what you're doing in business and in life so that you can get to that next level.